This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
You all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
No. Y'all, just stop.
This is a sham. Welcome to DBL. It's Tuesday, November 23rd. I'm Jeff here with my friends Erica and Tori. Looking good, ladies.
Thanks. You're looking good yourself.
You got this new little thing down.
I know. I get so excited late at night.
I like it. You know, wound up. Kind of like my kids.
Yeah, exactly.
All cranked up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, guys. We have some celebrity relationships to report on, so listen up. First, Priyanka Chopra Jonas raised some eyebrows after she dropped both of her last names on social media, leading some to believe that she was divorcing Nick Jonas. Pretty suspicious, right? But she put those rumors to rest by commenting on a video of Nick working out with the quote, "Damn, I just died in your arms." Did that put everything to rest? Probably not. Okay, turns out it looks like it's the end of the road for former Bachelorette Tayshia Adams and Zach Clark. People magazine confirmed the two have called off their engagement after about a year. And
I saw that coming.
You saw that one coming? Mm-hmm. All right. I think Big Brother has a better track record than The Bachelor.
Ooh, I think you're right.
Statement there. And Tori Spelling is fueling divorce rumors once again. She shared this holiday card with her 5 kids without her husband, Dean McDermott, which got people speculating, of course, that they're headed for Splitsville, right? Huh? Yeah. Tori explained in the comments that Dean was filming a movie in Canada at the time. But last year when Dean was away, Tori at least held up a picture of Dean in the Christmas card. I gotta be honest, if I was, me and my family, if I was out of town and they put out a Christmas card about me,
well,
I wouldn't be so happy about it.
Tori Spelling has been through a lot, and she has really been basking in her hot mom years. And I think that's why that Christmas card had to go out with or without a Dean.
So are you thinking it's Splitsville?
No, I just think that Tori Spelling. No, I'm just saying that Tori Spelling.
Give me an answer.
I just did.
No, you're dancing.
Okay, first of all, when I dance, you'll know. Okay.
What's the clapping about?
It's like, you don't have to speculate about me tap dancing. I'm not going to tap dance around a Tori Spelling story about her Christmas card.
Right,
there's a lot of things I can tap dance around.
All right, what
I was saying was that Tori Spelling is feeling herself as she should be, and that picture was going to happen whether Dean was in it or not. Dean wasn't there. Tori was. She was going to show Tori, and that's what it was.
I don't know what's going on.
You choosing not to know. Just choices have been made.
I hear you and disagree with you. I think Dean is outsville, and I think he's cheated a bunch of times, since we're all speculating here. Those are the alleged rumors. And I think Tori is saying goodbye to Mr. Dean. I don't think you put out a card that would get attention without Dean, especially since last year had a picture of him. He's a goner. He's a goner.
How about taking your name off of social media? You take out the last name. Why would you do that for no reason?
I never put my last name on, so I think that there could be a couple reasons for it.
Paperwork.
In the beginning, it was like, oh, this is we're married, we're together, whatever. And now it's like, just use your name. A lot of people do that.
It did feel like it was starting something, because when she did it, she knew people would notice, and we would all look. But so I don't know if she was doing it for publicity or if there was paperwork and she wanted to change her name back to Chopra.
We are not aligned today. Something's off. Well, it's not really on anyway. But Jennifer Lawrence said she's okay with making less than her co-star Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, I feel like we're going to fight about this one, too. Jennifer is on the cover of the December issue of Vanity Fair, where she talked about her new film, Don't Look Up. She said she was fine with Leo making $5 million more than she did because he brings in more box office money. For the record, J-Law made $25 million. Leo made $30 million. I'm just going to start by saying I'm okay.
Guess what, Jeff? So am I. I am totally okay with this. I think they talked about the pay. First of all, $25 million is
a lot.
Ridiculous amount of money for the work that she's doing. $30 million is also a lot. But is she being realistic? Not only did she bring it up, she talked about it, she faced it. She said, here's the reason why. There's an industry, there's a business, and Leo's face and name bring in more than my face and name. Therefore, supply and demand makes economic sense. I have no problem with this. As long as they were open and there was no sneaking around and she didn't know that they were doing it on the sly or whatever, I'm okay with this as long as it's open and discussed. I really am.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, when we're having these conversations about equal pay and equity and all of these things, like we're talking about, like and I'm very sensitive to it. I remember there were 3 years of my life where my co-host made $1.7 million and I made $50,000 a year. That's the disparity that we're talking about.
I agree.
You know, like, I mean, you cannot have that an egregious amount of a disparity and not call it something that it clearly is.
Yeah.
25 million versus 30 million, at this point, at least we're all in the same game.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
Do you think it's interesting that she was top billed as opposed to Leo? Like, her name's first. Do you think that's interesting at all?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Leo
if
just
people
brings
really
it in.
Yeah, Leo
you know what I
just
mean? If
brings
she was making a movie with your boy Steve Guttenberg, who's gonna make the most money?
The Goot! No, I'm kidding.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like you got to go with the name, and I don't think there is a bigger name in movies than Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, and I think she brought it up well. I think she got it out of the story. She got ahead of the story and clinched it. It was great.
Yeah. All right. So director Ridley Scott is blaming the younger generation for his recent box office bomb. So speaking on a podcast with Mark Maron, Scott said that his movie, The Last Duel, only made $27 million despite costing $100 million. We're in a pandemic as well. He said the period film starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon bombed because of the young people's attention spans. Let's listen.
The audiences who are brought up on these cell phones, the millennium, do not want to ever be taught anything except unless you're told it on the cell phone.
Right.
Oh, an interesting Twitter comment, huh? One person disagreed on Twitter. They tweeted, quote, Ridley Scott thinks nobody saw his movie because of cell phones and not because he gave Ben Affleck and Matt Damon these stupid little beards.
First of all, I agree completely with that Twitter person. Second of all, let me just say this to Mr. Scott. I love your movies. I think you're a wonderful filmmaker. The millennials, which I am a part of as the elderlist, the most elderly of all, are the most educated and in-debt generation ever. 52% of us are still living with our parents. That is more now than the Great Depression. Do not blame your crappy little movie, I'll say it, with the crappy little makeup for the people that need to stay home because they need to eat. It's rude, and you will lose your audiences like you're doing right now. My take.
Wow, to camera.
Yeah. I think I hate when people bring up the millennials as lazy, as on their cell phones. Our world is set up for us to not able to get jobs after we went and got a greater education. We have huge amounts of student debt. We have no increase in minimum wage, and they blame us. Not okay. Blame the system that we're trying to make it because it ain't working.
You're a millennial?
Yeah, I'm almost 40. I'm the last of the millennials.
I don't find it to be that deep, Tor. I'm sorry.
I do. I don't
find it. I do think that he's just missing the mark because you always have to create. If you're creating for an audience, you have to understand that audience. And I just think that he missed the mark in the understanding of the audience. I understand that people are, stressing and there's a lot going on. I don't know if people are stressing over $12 tickets that hard. I know people are, but I don't think that's the root of the issue.
Well, I think what I don't like is the millennial blame game, which happens a lot, and nobody seems to understand. I'm sorry I took it so real, that there's a reason we're not spending $80 at the theater for your movie, because literally we have too much money that we need to be owing other people.
Or maybe we don't like it.
Or the theater's true. Agreed. But don't blame it on millennial cell phone use. That makes no sense to me.
I didn't like Matt Damon's accent when I saw the previews.
The whole thing looked
I was like, I don't know if I'm buying this accent. And that was just like a snap decision. Obviously, people were feeling other things. You took it to the Supreme Court. We all have different opinions.
I was like, girl, it's nighttime.
Me too.
We're just making fun of the way Matt Damon and Ben Affleck looked in the movie. It looked ridiculous. Let's be super honest. And their accent was like, "Come on now, you come to the battlefield." Yeah.
Or something. I was like,
Take
it looks
the
like a
duel
school
to
play.
this.
It seemed like a school play.
I
And I
think
love
it just
Matt
comes
Damon.
down to like millennials didn't like the movie.
Right, so don't blame it on the cell phones,
So-
right? So why blame it on millennials when you didn't make a good enough movie? Don't blame it on us with our
Ridley
bleeping
Scott
cell
did
phones.
House of Gucci too, didn't he?
You can take a little break
And it's
after you
getting
mention the
panned.
first three.
Okay.
After Sexy
Oh,
Town.
really?
Oh
Is
my
it?
God.
I was so excited.
And then you can also
Is it her-
broke it up in 10:30. So there's beginning, things that make them
Except for she sounds Russian. They
People say the
Okay.
Russian, the House of Gucci is not Italian sounding,
And
right?
it's like 157 minutes long.
Hey, Ridley, what are you
It's
doing?
157 minutes long.
It's not our
Fred,
cell phones,
the worst review.
Ridley. It's not our cell phones. It's you. Perhaps it's
2
you.
hours and 30 minutes long.
Good math work, Erica. Did not know what that meant.
Well, 27.
I did not understand that. So good job on
Yeah,
Erica's
37.
part.
37.
Now, Tony Scott, his brother, may he rest, he directed I Love the Spy Game. If you're ever looking for a good movie, Spy Game with Brad Pitt and Robert Redford. Excellent movie. Just letting everybody know.
Jumped off a bridge.
Yes, he did. May
I
he
just
rest.
went to that Marvel movie. I don't know what it was called. I took. What is it? Oh yeah, it was called Eternals.
Was Harry
We took
Styles
our-
in it?
I don't think so. Oh, I don't know.
Okay. I
Well,
think
we
Harry
took
Styles
our
was in
Casa
it.
Kiddos. It was 2 hours and like 22
do
minutes. I think I missed an hour of it. I was
Sleeping.
fast.
She's full sleeping. She's a sleeper. I can't sleep in one movie, even if it's
At
awful.
one point, the 9-year-old kept asking me questions, and I was just like making stuff up.
I don't know.
I was like, "Yes, honey, you want some more popcorn?"
Yes, let's get you a hot tamale.
Welcome back to DBL. A relationship expert is breaking down the top things that can lower your sex appeal. So, according to an expert, a lack of sleep is the #1 killer of sex appeal. It can dull the skin, decrease our energy, and make us less attractive. All right, so let's get a couple more. Next, straighten up, because slouching can also make us appear less sexy. Tori was literally
I am
hunched
such a
over.
I'm such a sloucher.
I am too. I am too. And playing mind games and being mean also won't get you a ticket to Sexy Town. I could see that. I could see that.
Can I be honest? Sometimes when women were when they were going through puberty, you were embarrassed about it. So in like 4th grade, I sat like this a lot, and that has led to also cell phones, but this sort of like hunched back thing that's not attractive.
Why do I do it?
How nice for you.
Yeah.
I never had that problem.
So sorry, Erica.
Still don't.
Why? Well, do you think being mean? Some people say being mean is like attractive, meaning you want that mean guy, like the bad boy.
Oh, like the bad boy? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you guys find the bad boy attractive?
No, no. I do not find the bad boy
I
attractive.
didn't. I wasn't picking that up.
Yeah,
No.
I did until I went for the wrong guy for a long time. And I always liked the mean guy who was never quite nice to me, and that really ruined a lot of relationships. And now I'm with the guy that's super nice.
Yeah, no, I don't dig that. Not at all.
All right, let's break down what makes men and women less sexy, okay? So for women, it includes taking an hour to put makeup on, saying I don't need a man, too much eagerness, and being oversensitive. Ooh, those are scary.
I don't know about the being oversensitive thing.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that? It seems very subjective. I do agree with the I do not need a man. I always tell my single friends, don't say it. Just don't say it. Why would you put something like that out into the universe?
Unless you meant it, right?
Right. Like if that's if you don't want to be in a relationship right now and that's how you feel, put that out into the universe if that's what you want. Like repel, but your repellent is very strong. Words have power. Don't say if you don't need a man if you want one.
All right, so men lose sex appeal by complaining about an ex, constantly talking about themselves, setting up a date by text, and telling women they have it easier.
I don't care if you set up a date by text. Who cares?
What are you supposed to do?
Like smoke signal you? What are you gonna do?
Tori, when's the last time you got asked out on a date?
A long
Right.
time ago.
See, we can't even comment.
That's
well,
true.
I could actually comment later, more recently than you
Me,
can.
that's true.
But
And
most
I
people
would've been
meet
okay
on a
with it.
dating app, which is through text or computer.
Do you rather have a phone call? I wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
See,
you broke it down.
You're old school traditional.
Yeah, I'd rather you call me and we have a talk.
Or you make that.
When's the
right.
last time you got asked or asked somebody out on a date, Jeff? How many years ago was that?
It was last week, but me and my wife are having some problems. Coming up on DBL, our interview with Carson Kressly, we asked him to rate our past outfits of ours. Listen, I want to go back to that comment. I was totally kidding, by the way. Before you get your little greasy fingers all on the keyboard, stick around.
Oh, boy.
The medic.
Researchers say Pfizer's COVID-19 treatment pill showed strong results during phase 3 trial. That prompted questions like these on Twitter, suggesting the pill could replace the vaccine. And Verify viewer Jason asked if the pills work within the body the same way as Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. So, let's verify. Can Pfizer's COVID-19 treatment pills replace vaccines? Our sources are Pfizer, the FDA, and 3 doctors who specialize in infectious diseases. Several of the posts refer to the pill and a vaccine as an either-or scenario, but doctors say they work very differently.
Well, the pill is not a preventative. The pill would be used as a treatment. So you actually have to get the infection in order to use the pill.
Once infected, Pfizer's research shows its pill is very effective at keeping people out of the hospital.
This is a good backup, but really preventing the infection is the best thing.
Which is why doctors say the vaccine is the best way to prevent getting COVID-19.
If you choose not to get the vaccine, if you get tested every few days, and as soon as you test positive, you get to the doctor and take these pills, that'll offer you some protection.
Pfizer's pill works differently than its vaccine because they have different goals. The vaccine teaches your immune system to fight off the virus and make it less likely you'll get infected, while the pill helps your body fight the virus if you take it after you get infected.
Other antivirals that target viral proteases have been developed for viruses such as HIV and hepatitis C, and these have been very effective at controlling spread in the community and treating infections.
So it's false that Pfizer's COVID-19 treatment pill can replace vaccines because they don't prevent infection. They only help after someone is already infected.
Welcome back to DBL. He's an award-winning superstar with super styling powers. Earlier, Carson Kressly sat down with us for today's Chatting with the Stars.
Oh my gosh, that's me. Thank you so much for the glowing intro.
Yes, it's all true. It is. Okay, so Carson, I know that people have to ask you all the time to help them out. Like make over my man's, honey. That type of thing. Does that happen a lot to you?
It does. Sometimes, at the grocery store or at the mall, people will ask for a free makeover and like, can you do my man? And I'm like, I don't know. What does he look like? I'm down.
Okay, wonderful. So now I've buttered you up. We're a little scared to ask you.
Terrified.
But what makeover advice would you give us?
Ooh, bring it.
Oh, gosh. I think you guys look great. I would say, well, I'm a big fan of color, even though I'm not wearing a lot of color right now. But I think color is so fun. It affects our mood. It makes us feel better. So I would amp up the color even, for guys, pocket squares, for the ladies, bold. I love that print, by the way.
No, not you.
So I
He was
think,
talking
have
to
fun
me,
with
not
color.
you.
I know on TV you have to do certain things so it doesn't look too busy, but I like a dash of color.
Let's get to me and Al. We're both regular straight guys, and our producer, who watched you on the original Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, would like you to rate some of our outfits. I understand. Look over there. I have to finish this. All right, so here's some outfits.
Wow,
Here's Al and his romper.
Be honest.
That's me and my onesie.
Did you just say you were straight, guys?
Yeah.
I think that's really cute. The printed onesie. I applaud you. It is bold. It is brave. It is fun. It's all about where you're wearing this. Now I know you're. Was this on a vacation?
No,
Were you
he
like
was
going
at
to
my
like
house,
a beach
Carson.
party? What was happening?
That was at
He
an
was at my
Erica
house.
party. Erica throws the best parties, and I always break out.
It
some
wasn't even a
outfit.
party. We just had drinks on the patio.
Well, that was a party to me. So
Well, sign me up. I'll put on my adult onesie and I'll be right over.
Okay.
You are always welcome. Rose all day, baby.
Wait, we got one more picture for you, Carson.
Yes.
How about this? How about
Who's
me and my
that?
How about me and my
Is that
Bieber?
you?
That's me as Bieber.
What?
I love it.
Wow,
That's
leave it to
embarrassing.
Bieber. You look good. You should maybe think about bangs.
See, all right. Try
Okay. All right.
Now, Jeff, we're joking around, but we really are into fashion, and I want to look nice. So, like, can you give like our viewers and myself like some fashion do's and don'ts for the holiday season? Because it's ugly Christmas sweater time, and people try and do too much. So, like, what's the line?
The number one thing is to have fun with accessories. And I don't think, some of us are going to our first holiday parties in 2 years. It's been a rough couple of years. You don't have to go out there and spend a fortune and buy a whole new look, but you could get a great fun little bag at places like Zara, H&M. For guys, it could be, a fabulous new tie pocket square, a great velvet slipper.
That is great advice. I love that it's cost effective too. And speaking of the holidays, you've got to tell us all about your new Christmas movie, The Bee Who Stole Christmas. We can't say the full title on daytime TV, but tell us all about it.
Oh, we can't. Yeah, The Bee. You know what it means. It sounds like beach.
Right.
Which you can say on TV.
Yes.
But yeah, it is a really fun. It's a fun movie. It comes out December 2nd on Paramount Plus, starring RuPaul and Krista Rodriguez and little old me, Ross Matthews, Michelle Visage. And it's a very, I think it's kind of like if The Devil Wears Prada was a Christmas movie with drag queens, that's what this movie is.
Sold.
All right.
Yep.
Done, right?
I'm on it. It is on my calendar, okay?
It's time. It really is. Thank you so much, Carson. We all can't wait to watch it. In fact, our viewers, you need to watch Don't Miss the Bee Who Stole Christmas, or Beach Who Stole Christmas. Premiering December 2nd.
Yeah, her.
Yes, her. That girl. It premieres December 2nd on Paramount Plus. Carson, we love you. Thank you so much for chatting with us and for sharing your style tips.
Yes.
Of course.
We'll be right back.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
That sound means it is time to verify. As you are up in the attic digging through your holiday decorations, take a look at all of your junk. Do you have old televisions, broken computers, jammed printers lying around? Before you replace those electronics with all the latest and greatest gadgets from Santa, it might be a little time to do some fall cleaning. Viewer Angela reached out requesting please verify the best way to dispose of old electronics, old computers, laptops, etc. What is the best way to do this and keep any personal information safe? Our sources for this are North Carolina Session Law 2010-67, the Electronics Take Back Coalition, and Eddie Reynard, Environmental Compliance Specialist at the City of Greensboro. The Electronics Take Back Coalition says North Carolina is one of 25 states with legislation mandating electronics recycling. In most cases, manufacturers pay for the recycling. In North Carolina, it is illegal to throw away most larger electronics. A 2011 law expanded the state's e-waste program, banning televisions and computer equipment like monitors, printers, and scanners from the landfill. The goal was to find an environmentally friendly and secure way to get rid of them. Over time, that plan has evolved. Most North Carolina cities and counties now have e-recycling centers. Guilford County has 3, including EcoFlow in Greensboro. That's where Reynard oversees 2 million pounds of electronics recycled every year. Well, he acknowledges there is consumer concern about recycling items that could contain personal data. For example, an old laptop that won't turn on anymore.
They wipe the computers clean, and also they send the hard drives through a shredder, which actually shreds the hard drive. They even separate the color of plastic. It is amazing. Like the white plastic from your computer, the black, they have the metals that's also extracted. So, I mean, it's an amazing process.
In conclusion, we verified it is true. It is illegal to throw away TV and computer electronics in North Carolina and several other states, but there are easy ways to recycle them for free. If you're caught throwing away a recyclable electronic, Raynard said the punishment ranges anywhere from a warning to a hefty fine. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
We talk about it all the time. Stores across the country facing major supply chain issues, and companies are going to need more than some holiday spirit to fix them. Tech brands like Apple, Xbox, PlayStation, and Toshiba have all said they're preparing to run out of products fast this season. So what if you can't find the latest iPhone or Nintendo Switch in stores? Retail analysts say more people are considering digital gifts this year. Unlike physical gifts, there's an infinite supply of them, and you don't even have to wait for them to ship. And we're not just talking gift cards. That video game your kid wants is probably available for download instead of buying a physical disc. Subscription services are also exploding in popularity. You can send everything from food and wine to books and clothes to your loved ones for a gift that keeps on giving throughout the year.
Welcome back. Our friends at MorningSave have so many great deals for you, guys and gals. Take a look.
All right, what do you have for us today, Steph?
First up, we've got the Savvy C 18-carat tricolor plated triple strand tennis bracelet. So this deal includes one bracelet. So normally this is $300. Now this is only $29, which means our viewers save 90%. Okay, now Tori, we've got the Cuisinart Advantage 5-piece ceramic coated color knife set. So this deal includes a chef's knife, a slicing knife, a santoku knife, a utility knife, and a paring knife. So normally this set is $65. Guess what, Tori?
What?
They're only $19. I know, it means our viewers save up to 71% on a lifetime worth of knives. Okay, now we've got the Life Pro Charm neck and back massager.
Yes.
So this deal includes one shiatsu massager, one carrying bag, one massage tool, and one car adapter. So normally this is as much as $80. So now we've got it for a great saving. You're saving up to 51% because it's only $39.
Oh my Lord!
I know. Oh. Last but certainly not least, we've got Laundry by Shelly Segal diamond knit scarf and hat set.
Cute.
So cute. The deal includes one scarf and one hat, and we've got it available in two different color sets. We've got marshmallow or black. Normally, these are as much as $76. But guess what, Tori?
What?
We've got it for only $19, which means our viewers save 75%, and this is a really, really lovely set for Christmas.
Head on over to MorningSave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit MorningSave.com right on your smartphone. Thank you so, so much, Steph.
All right, great job, Tori. Those knives, huh?
Get
Those
the
knives.
knives.
Culinary skills. See you tomorrow.